Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know?
Hey guys! Thanks for listening to us. I'm Raquel.
I'm Jake.
And this is
Don't You Know?
So, today we have, as I said in my last podcast, we have a guest today. It's my friend Randy.
Hey.
Yay!
Welcome
Hello.
aboard.
Thank you.
So, let's do a quick kind of update of what's going on. Since we do have a guest, we should definitely do a quick one instead of it being like 15-20 minutes long. Just a little rude.
I think we should do a little update on our guest. People don't know who he is. We should ask him a rapid-fire amount of questions.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that sounds fun. Wrong answers only. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
All right, Randy, what's your favorite color?
Orange.
Randy, where are you located at? What state?
I live in Cali,
Cali, nice.
California.
Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the saxophone.
Nice. Alto, bass, or what?
All of them.
Oh, nice.
I learned
same,
all
huh?
of them. Yeah.
Just different buttons.
Yeah, at different pitches.
Nice. How old are you, Randy?
I am 25, turning 26 this year.
What makes you an expert on gaming?
Been playing games, I guess you can say, since I was around 6 years old.
Wow, that's pretty good.
My family basically had a Nintendo 64 in the house at all times. And then when I think I was 7, my uncle got me my GameCube. And after that, my gaming just took off. It went from console to console to console, then to PC, and then all around.
I will say that I'm also a fellow GameCube gamer. I went from GameCube to Xbox 360, but I was hitting Xbox 360 when the Xbox One was coming out. So I was way late to the game. And I've always had PC. I've always been a PC gamer since I was real young.
No, I feel that. My stepfather got me into Doom, the original Doom when I was younger.
Nice.
But my first GameCube game was the rage-inducing Super Monkey Ball.
Nice. I never played that. My first GameCube game was Pokemon TV, which is a weird one, but it's what my mom
Oh my
grabbed.
gosh, I remember that.
It was good.
That
It was a
so
lot of fun.
well.
You know, there's always the meme when your grandma buys you the game for Christmas and it's the wrong platform.
Yeah.
It was kind of
No,
like that.
I feel that.
I got Pokemon TV, and honestly, it was way more fun than you would expect it to be. It's a really good game. So there you go. But that was my first game, and then I played Smash, and then I played a lot of Medal of Honor and some Resident Evil, and that's most of my GameCube gaming.
We need to have a talk about Smash one day.
Smash is so good.
Are you still good at Smash?
I picked up Melee recently, but I'm playing it on my computer as an emulator, so my controls are not perfect. And I played it on my brother's GameCube. Jude, he listens, and he's been on here once or twice before for our video game episode. I played on his GameCube, and he's really good. I used to be pretty competitive, but my emulator does not hold up.
My friends and I, we used to have little tournaments, in-house tournaments.
Nice.
So basically 1v1. And we were up to the point, I don't know if you've ever seen the video where it's Falco versus Fox, and they're in sudden death match. You're a Falco main, okay.
I'm a Falco main, and I used to do pretty well with Marth as well. I can do Ice Climbers too, which is kind of weird.
Well, that is a weird one. I've never
Ice
seen
Climbers
an
is weird, but I really like Ice Climbers.
I'm a Roy main.
Roy's good. Roy's good, but Marth has the reach. He's gonna beat him every time.
Roy has the explosive power, so once he
That's
starts
true.
juggling Marth, it's pretty much
If you're
over.
juggling, you've already lost, though.
True.
Now, I'm gonna bring my Switch with us to Japan, so...
I probably might steal my cousin's, so I will be bringing his along. So we will have 4 controllers.
I plan on winning the lottery in October, so I'll have a Switch or 2.
Excellent. So you're gonna pay for the whole rest of the Japan trip, right?
Yeah, I'll
If
get
you're
you
on-
guys. Don't worry.
Okay, alright, cool.
I mean, it's gonna be 20 mils, so.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, so for the last question for Randy, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So, Randy has a podcast. What is your podcast about, Randy?
My podcast is basically about nerd/geek stuff. We take care of video games, comic book knowledge. Our most latest recorded one was about a certain animation that was very popular. Is still very popular
What
amongst
is it?
people. Avatar: Last Airbender versus Legend of Korra.
Oh, cool.
So it's basically going over the pros and cons. Korra's better than Avatar: Last Airbender.
I
That's
agree. I've only watched Korra. I know a little bit of Avatar, but I feel like Korra was marketed to a higher audience, and it's got more time and attention put into it.
Yes, it does. I believe it does. But what if my friends hear that? They're probably going to disagree with you.
Oh.
But you have to check out my podcast to hear their side of the story. 'Cause
Nice.
We go into bending also, but that's besides.
What
the
kind of
point.
bender would you be?
I would probably be a waterbender.
A water like Raquel.
My friends call me a dolphin because I'm actually a swimmer. I used to be a swimmer.
Nice.
So
This makes fun. My brothers were swimmers.
I have the ability to pretty much like live underwater. They're all jealous of that. So
That's fun.
And I'll put a link to his podcast in the description so you guys can check it out.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do quick updates with podcast. We have a new listener in Oregon.
Nice. Welcome aboard.
I believe Georgia's still in the lead. I didn't actually look to see who was in the lead, but I think
Heck
Georgia's in the
yeah.
lead.
it's because I stopped listening for a bit because I've been busy on other stuff.
Yeah, Georgia's actually way in the lead. I don't think anyone will catch up.
There's nothing to do over here.
There's nothing to do over here either.
You thinking that we have stuff to do?
Well,
Sorry about the last podcast. I know it came out late. And that is it. So what's going on? Let's just do like new. Anything interesting or anything new that you watched? Well,
no,
media.
nothing really. Actually, we watched. Oh goodness. Oh, what movie did we just watch? We watched a little bit of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly because I saw it on Netflix, and I wanted to watch For a Few Dollars More, which is the first one in the trilogy. And then there's no. There's A Fistful of Dollars. That's the first one in the trilogy, and that's the one I really like. And then there's For a Few Dollars More, and that's the second one. And then there's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is the really big one that everyone knows. It goes, ay, wah, wah, wah. That's that one. Everyone knows that. Anyway, it's a good movie. I recommend it. It's from 1960s, I think. Hang on, I'm looking that up.
Okay. Well, while he does that, for me, I have actually no updates. I haven't really done anything, and I haven't really seen anything new. So
1966. So it was after World War II. It was during the Cold War. It was before the 70s, which the 70s was kind of a good time for movies and stuff. But it was the 60s, and it was a spaghetti western. It was Italian, and it was the third in a trilogy. It was a good movie.
okay.
It's really old school though. Like, watch the intro. The intro is like 3 minutes long. Like, we do not have the patience for that anymore. Like, I'm watching, I'm like, all right, come on, you're reusing footage now. Like, let's get on to the show. But you know, that's how it goes.
Anything else?
No, not much. I've been playing Warzone, which is Call of Duty's version of Battle Royale. So that's pretty fun. Been playing that. It's more action outside of gunfights than Apex, but it's less action inside of gunfights because it's so fast, you know? You don't have a lot of shields. And so it's like you see somebody and if you can click on them faster, then you win. But no, nothing too much.
Okay. So Randy and I were talking. We have a surprise for you, Jacob.
Oh, really? What is this?
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Okay. So real quick, you still haven't seen My Hero Academia, right?
No, I have not seen that. I know a little bit of it, but I haven't seen it. I don't really know
Okay,
much about
perfect. Okay, so just to kind of recap with My Hero Academia, 80% of the world has powers. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you some characters, and you have to try to guess what their powers would be.
Okay, I like it. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, so I'm going to send mine first. And so basically, just to kind of like be a little, I guess, fair play. So some of the powers that kind of happen are, super strength. One guy has like engines in his calves that makes him go faster.
Okay.
Someone can steal powers. I'm trying to think
My favorite character can do certain stuff with his sweat.
Oh yeah, he can use his sweat to blow stuff up.
His sweat is basically nitroglycerin.
I've got a little bit of sweat going on right now. I could blow some stuff up.
So that's kind of like what it is. You have people who can use ice, use, fire. So there are kind of some weird things and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine first. This guy's name is Jin. I don't know how to pronounce his other...
How do you spell it?
Jin.
Okay.
You can't look it up. I'm sending you a picture.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just trying to Jin. Alright, Jin, this guy looks... My first guess, this guy kind of looks like a Venom. No, my first guess was he looks kind of like a ninja. I feel like this guy can blend into the shadow and can become invisible if he doesn't have any light touching him.
Good guess. So
Wait. He has to pick out the name.
His name is his name... Okay, so, like, I don't speak Japanese at all. It's gonna be a little racist if I even try.
No, just give an English name.
An English name. His name's The Shadow. He's The Shadow.
nah. So okay, here's what he is. His name is Twice.
Twice.
Can you guess what his power is now?
He can make a duplicate of himself.
He can do doubles. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's like Mirage in Apex. I really like playing Mirage. I really like playing as doubles. It's so much fun.
Okay. So which one would you want to do, Randy?
Let's do Kirishima.
No, we're gonna do one of yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so you want me to post it?
Yeah, you go ahead and post it, because I don't remember which one that one
Yeah.
was.
No, that's
I know-
the name of the character.
Yeah, I obviously don't remember these characters' names. He picked background characters.
No, I didn't.
Alright, you just
They're
post them.
important too.
I'll make a whole backstory for this guy coming in. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna get everything from... I'm basically psychic. Alright, so I see blonde hair and a red type. So this guy he was a safety patrol as he was growing up. And he really likes order and justice. And he probably has a thing for the main female role. And his name is Lightning. And he has a power that he can predict when people are about to commit crime.
You were kind of close with his name, but that was it.
He was close.
Okay, what you got? Who's this guy?
No, his name's Kaminari. Sorry, his name's Kaminari, and he. How can I put this? His hero name is actually Charge Bolt.
Charge Bolt. I was really close.
You were really close. Basically, what he does is he can produce electricity, and also he could take in a charge. Now, there's a backfire to his power. A really bad backfire to it.
And what's that?
He can overload himself.
Okay, it's not going to be overloaded, generally.
No. He literally overloads his brain, and he becomes what you see, what he looks like in the picture.
It's like a...
Doofus.
He's just... Okay. He becomes a baka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm sending my last one. We're only going to do 4 total. So I did 2 and Randy did 2. So this is Kirishima.
Yeah, that's Kirishima, sorry.
That's why I was so confused. I was
Yeah,
like,
my
that
bad.
guy's... I don't know what you're doing.
Kaminari is the first one. I'm sorry.
Okay, red hair with red boots. This guy, he's got red hair. He's definitely got to have fire powers. He can probably make some fire bolts and do some sort of like... He can heat up the air and do some sort of like flame shield thing. And his name's probably like Kitaro or something like that. And he's just generally like an asshole and nobody likes him, but he's like the coolest character. Is that right? Because I know a little bit about anime.
No, you're completely wrong.
Completely wrong. Okay, what's this guy about?
So his power is hardening. He basically makes his body just really, really hard, and you can't break through it.
So he's like a metapod.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a lame power.
No, it's not.
You just sit there and get shot at for 45 minutes until they run out of ammo, and then what? You go over and punch him in the face?
Yeah, but he's also, like, kind of what he wants to do is to protect people. So, like, his goal is basically to become unpenetrable to help people.
Yeah. The ultimate shield.
And his superhero name is...
Red Riot.
Yeah, Red Riot. And so he's actually a really nice guy. He's friends with the guy that's kind of mean, but...
He's friends with the mean guy. Who's the mean guy? Don't show me the mean guy, but just tell me about the mean guy. Or maybe you could show him me too.
I will actually tell you about him really quick. His best friend is named, Bakugo Katsuki.
Bakugo Katsuki. That's like Kitaro, but a whole different direction.
Yeah, and he's the guy that actually, his sweat is nitroglycerin. So he's one of my favorite characters, but he's so mean. He's just so mean.
Well, guess what his superhero name is?
What's his superpower name? His superhero name.
You can go ahead and tell him this one.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Why do...
I know generally what it is. I don't remember it word for word.
Oh my gosh. Now you're gonna have to...
Because it's a really, really long one. Here, wait, I could pull it up. Let's see. Where
Just
is
post it.
at?
I'll pronounce it. I'm really good at this.
No, it's not hard to pronounce. It's just kind of like log and... Where's it at?
I did look up Kitaro, this name that I keep pronouncing. I don't know where I've heard it from. I don't know why it keeps popping up. But I looked up, what does Kitaro mean? And it says Kitaro is a Japanese name for boys, meaning... So Kitaro means happy boy.
So here's the funny thing. Bakugo doesn't really have a hero name, but he did pitch one to the class one time of King Explosion Murder.
King Explosion Murder. See, I was close. He looks like a guy who would be named King Explosion Murder.
Yeah, he's pitched a couple of times, and I think he's even gone by some different ones. I think that's probably why I can't remember word from word. Because he uses the same kind of variations every time he introduces himself.
His hair looks like King Explosion Murder, and his boots look like King Explosion Murder.
Okay, so we have one more left. Go ahead, Randy.
Bring it on.
This is gonna be fun.
We better have yellow hair. No, purple. Oh my gosh. Alright, immediate thoughts are Purple Diaper Boy. But no, it's probably not. He's probably something like... Okay, so knowing anime, a little bit that I do, he's probably something completely ridiculous. Like, he can, like, do something really hardcore. Like, he can touch people and, like, condemn their souls to hell. Or, like, make them engulfed in, like, purple flame or something. And his name's probably, like, The Plague or something like that. Or, like, maybe it's something like The Cleaner. I don't know why, because he's got cleaning gloves on. He's probably got some sort of like soul dark death magic that's like really absurdly voodoo stuff. Like he can condemn people to the shadow realm.
His name is Mineta, and his hero name is Grape Juice.
Grape Juice. He can't do anything important, can he?
So you see those little purple balls on top of his head?
Yeah, they're grapes.
They're actually like
they're like little teats.
They're little sticky balls that he can throw and become a nuisance to his enemies. But if he pulls too many off his scalp, it starts to bleed.
Okay, so he's completely useless. It was the opposite. It could have gone either way. He could either be like super important and nobody cares about him, like that one episode, the one TV show, or he could just be completely useless and nobody cares about him at all. Okay. He's just garbage. He's a joke character.
I thought that would be a funny one to do for you.
I was prepped for the bait and switch. It was just a bait.
So that was our little fun game that we had for you.
Nice, I'd like it. I'd be down to do more stuff like that from different animes that you watch.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our topic. Sound good?
Yeah, what's the topic?
So today we're talking about Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
So for me, the only experience I have with Animal Crossing is with the newest game, New Horizon.
That was not the theme to any Animal Crossing.
That was not.
I was like, that doesn't sound familiar. Maybe it was the new one. I mean, the old one.
Nope.
Okay, so what are yours' experience, Jacob?
So I used to play this back in the day. I had a GameCube in... This was probably like 2008, maybe 2007. And my friend had Animal Crossing and he was like, hey, it's a really good game. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even play it there. But honestly, now that I think back, I don't remember how I got it or when I got it, but I had the CD and I put it in and you make a house and you get, it was the original one, like the very first one. And it was so much fun. You make a house and you're instantly in debt to a raccoon, just like real life. And you have to make this house and you do jobs and stuff to pay it back. But there's so much you could do, like selling art or finding fossils or catching fish or whatever, catching bugs. Or just doing like trading stuff or doing friends for neighbors and things. It was pretty simplistic, but man, this game was so much fun. I spent a lot of hours in this game. Like hours that I spent legit, and then I finally started changing the time, which we'll talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm pretty experienced. I got all the fish. I got all the bugs. I paid off my house, and I got the golden statue. Spoiler alert.
Most of your experiences with the old one, then. You don't have
the
any
old
of the
one,
new
yeah,
ones.
the original one for GameCube. I played a little bit of the one on DS via an emulator on my computer, but no, mostly the old one. I 100%ed it.
Okay. And Randy, what's your experience with the different games?
I first started the last one that came out before the New Horizon. So I don't have too much experience, but I do have experience enough that I knew exactly what I was doing. The only issue was that they did add a couple new features to this one.
What features could you we'll ask later, but what features could you possibly have issue with? Don't you know Nintendo's perfect?
Nintendo's not perfect, let's be honest. They don't know how to balance characters in Smash, so what makes you think they know how to balance a game that has to do with living?
If you just add Fire Emblem characters, you're gonna have a good game.
I'm not gonna go into that because I'm not gonna jump into that.
That's a topic for a different day. Don't worry. I'm just being facetious. I'm just joking.
But I did do really well with the last one. The only fortunate thing is that I was borrowing the game from a friend and he was moving away. He actually wasn't. He joined the military. He's Air Force. And
Hoorah.
he went to the Air Force, but he wanted his stuff back after his basic training was done. So I sent it back as a care package. So unfortunately I don't have the last game in my saves, and also the game system that I had on it's missing for some odd reason.
Well, that's okay though.
But it was fun, and this one I believe is almost more fun than that last one.
I feel like this should be the best one. As much as they've hyped it up, I know that they pushed it back so that they could do more stuff to it. I expect it's very good.
They actually released it early.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? No, I thought they pushed it back a few times.
Well, they might have, but they ended up releasing it early because of the quarantine.
Okay, fair enough. So they pushed it back and then released it before they said they were going to push it back too.
The digital copy, they released it early, but people who got the physical copy still had to wait a few days after
Good for
the
them.
digital copy.
How dare you get a physical copy? Don't you know it's 2020? Digital copies only.
I meant good for them releasing it early, not good for them having to wait.
For people like my friends, some of my certain friends, they do enjoy the digital copy, but sometimes having the physical copy comes with certain perks, like you get free stuff, like maybe a statue or a poster or even a guidebook. It's just all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, usually only when you
Or a
pre-order it, though.
life-size model of the mayor.
Yep, there you go. Don't you know that the mayor is it's not a raccoon. He's a tanuki, which is a raccoon dog.
Tanuki. I spelled it all weird. Oh, he is. Oh, look at that. Don't you know, look up what a tanuki is. It's super cute.
It actually kind of makes sense of his last name, though. Tom Nook.
Mm-hmm.
Tanuki. Ah, today I learned. Alright, you win this round. Welcome aboard.
Before we go too much more into it, let's just go ahead. I have this a little bit of article I posted into the chat for you guys. It kind of goes a little bit into detail about some of the big differences between the Animal Crossing. It talks about customizing your house. So, I guess, Jacob, with the one that you used to play, you can upgrade it, but you weren't able to change, different things about your house.
Yeah, you could change some stuff about your house. I noticed from this picture, by the way, that most of it seems like there's more multiplayer.
Well, those are villagers in that picture there.
They're villagers.
Yep, people that live with you on the island.
Unless you're talking at the very beginning, at the very top. At the very top, you can also have, online, you can have people come to your island.
I think you can have up to 10 people on your island.
Yeah, so that's different. You can customize your house. Another thing, after reading this article, I realized why you were confused in the last episode, which was that you can create items. I guess you used to only be able to find items or buy them.
Yeah, for furniture and stuff, you could only find them in the store or from the traveling merchant and from the fossils and stuff like that. But yeah, you cannot craft them. That's not a thing you can do. That sounds fun.
In the new one, you can craft them. There's also customize your characters from the very beginning. You can earn Nook Miles is another one it says. And so those are some big differences with it. So I think I saw somewhere too that it was talking about, I guess, I don't know if in the one that you played, how the format was set up, but this one is set up where you own you don't own it, but you're on a deserted island. And you have a couple people that come and join eventually later.
No, this one you're on the mainland, and there's 4 houses right by each other. That's one thing that I see in the new games, is that the houses were more spread out. You can kind of put them whenever you want. And I like that a lot more, because I don't like being so... It's so weird to have, it's like a 6x6 area, and then all 4 of the player houses are right next to each other in the same block. It's like, come on, spread them out a little. You don't want to be so crowded up when there's so much area. And then everyone else gets to build all over the place. It doesn't make you feel like, when I play a game, I want to feel integrated into the world. I don't want to feel like I'm above the NPCs or something. I mean, I am above the NPCs because, come on, I'm the player character. I'm basically God. But I want to have some space too and decorate my own place.
I built my house on a higher level than everyone else.
I remember you talking about that.
Is that where you moved your house?
It's on a higher level than everyone else.
Oh my god.
The only thing that's on my level is trees and flowers. But I'm not at the very top. I'm only on the middle layer.
Oh.
Okay, So let's go ahead and start doing a couple. We've done a lot of discussions. Let's do a couple don't you knows. So don't you know, at least with the new one, that if you're going to shake or chop down trees, you need to make sure you have a net because you're probably going to get attacked by wasp.
Don't you know, don't mess with bees. That's throughout all generations, don't mess with bees.
Oh my gosh. When I first heard Raquel got stung by a wasp, I didn't understand. But then I found out that my cousin was time traveled with his Switch already with another game. Maybe we should actually get into time travel.
Yeah. So a cheater, that I won't say who it was all the way in December. And so there was no bees apparently in December. So he was chopping down all these trees, and I was like, I keep getting attacked by wasps. And he's like, I haven't. And I'm like, you like cleared out your whole island, and you haven't been attacked by any wasp? What?
How many of you have been attacked by bees or wasps?
Too many times.
Too many times. In real life, I have.
Well, okay, actually, that's interesting. I'm talking about just in the game, but then we'll talk about your life. In the game, so everyone has been stung by bees. So you see, like, the eyeball thing. That looks terrible.
Yeah. No, I found out with the whole time travel thing, and then I realized that my cousin did change it. I went to the settings and I changed it back, and then after that, I've been stung so many times, it's not even funny.
I gotta ask, this keeps coming up. What is the time travel thing? Because that's not something I'm familiar with.
I'll go into this one.
Okay,
I think I'll take this one for you. So basically, in the settings with the Nintendo Switch, you can change the time and the date of everything, time and the date in the settings, and it'll affect all the games that you have inside the Switch. What you plug in normally, what you plug in digitally, and all that stuff.
And a big thing with this new one, the New Horizon, is that the game is based off of real time.
Uh-huh. So basically when they say come back tomorrow, they say literally come back tomorrow and then it'll be done.
That's how the old games were too. I mean, you had to go in and if you wanted it to be winter or whatever and it was actually summer, you had to change your GameCube time. And that was always a fun part. It was, okay, is that cheating? And how do you stand on cheating in a single player game?
Okay, so Raquel thinks it's cheating to the utmost potential. She believes it's cheating because apparently my game thinks that I've been in there for over a year because the settings were set in December, just about half a year actually. So when I fixed it, all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you've been here. We're gonna upgrade your store. We're gonna upgrade the tent and everything. We're gonna get more stuff going for you." And it was wintertime for me. So, you know, all those bees, tarantulas, scorpions, they didn't bug me. I was like, why is everybody getting bugged by this stuff? And then I looked at the settings and I'm like, oh, my cousin changed the date.
You also get access to, like, other, like, different animals and creatures you can catch, too. So, I think it really depends. Like, if you're playing by yourself, I guess it's no big deal. But when you're playing with other people, it's like, that's not fair.
I didn't know. Don't blame me for my cousin's Switch.
If you don't know, it doesn't know. Your cousin's a scumbag there. No, I'm just joking. I hope you're enjoying the show, cousin. No. No. I feel like in a single player game, it doesn't matter. You can cheat all you want. I try and play, so I've been playing XCOM 2, which is a really fun game. I was having a hard time with it, and then finally I started doing where I would kind of save scum a little bit, and I finally got to beat it, whatever, because it's so hard. I could beat it now, but I had to learn. Anyway, if it's a single-player game, I don't think it counts. But if you're cheating in a multiplayer game, you're the scum of the earth, and you should be sent to the moon.
To the moon!
To the moon. No, but I mean, I definitely, after I finish trying, I mean, I'm not going to play this game. Normally, I play a game for about a month. If a game gets me for a whole month, it's a good game. And Animal Crossing is a good game, but, you know, I need it. I'm not going to play it for 365 days. And every day, and every holiday, because, you know, like, okay, so does a new Animal Crossing, if it's like Christmas and you go on, you get a Christmas event, right?
Yeah, we just did an Easter event, but since Randy, the Switch was weird, he completely missed out on the Easter one.
Oh, no.
But, you know, actually it wasn't a bad thing, because everyone hated the Easter one. Everyone hated it.
Animal Crossing...
They messed up.
What was the Easter event like? How could it be so bad? Or is it just because everyone's quarantined and they're miserable?
No, so what happened was that you had to collect eggs. And so the way that you collected eggs was that you went fishing and you got a water egg, or you would shoot down presents in the sky and got a sky egg. Well, that's great. Oh, yay, I got an egg. But not when every time you were fishing, it was like half the time you got egg. And it's like, no, I need fish.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I need
So
to
if
get
you're just
fish.
playing normally, you're just wanting regular fish.
I didn't like going over to Raquel's island because every time I would go over there to even get anything, all of a sudden I was be like, "Ooh, look, a fish!" No, it's an egg.
Or like when you're digging up, there's only so many, like, how many spots you can dig up. And half the time there were eggs, not fossils.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't played stuff. And it's funny because, like, when holidays come, you're off work or whatever, assuming that Corona wasn't going. You're off work, and so you're just chilling out, and so you just want to play. And so you've got more time than usual, but half your content's gone because it's all this tiny bit of, like, when I was playing RuneScape, it's the same kind of way. It's like everything is so focused on the holiday event that you can't even get your regular gaming in.
Yeah, and so that's where, like, if it was only like a little bit here or there, it would have been fine, but it was just too much. And then, like, especially, like, with the stone, and, like, stuff that you had limited ability to actually mine, like, you can only, like, mine your stone so much. And when half of it was eggs instead of, iron or clay or stones, which are the things you need, and you're getting all of that from one rock, but then half of it's eggs, now it makes it harder to get those things.
Yeah, it's taking twice as long to do what you want to do.
I got a don't you know for you, Raquel. You ready for this?
What you
What's
got?
up?
Don't you know, dig 2 holes behind you as you're hitting a rock to get all 9 hits.
Yeah, so you don't... Yeah. So when it bounces the money, you get as much as you can.
That's when, no, so that's, so the resources sometimes, whenever you hit a rock in Animal Crossing, you bounce backwards. It's just basically the recoil of it. Now, if you bounce too far away, it stops spawning everything.
Wait, what sorts of things does it spawn in the new game? Because for us, it was just random. There's one rock on the map that would spawn money.
Yes, so it still does that. And then, so there's money, there's rocks, there's clay, and then there's iron. Those 4 things can spawn from
and gold.
Yeah, money, bells.
No, gold.
Gold?
Yeah, like gold stones. I have like 5 of them.
I haven't gotten any yet.
There's
so
no gold in
Dang.
my game, just bells.
Yeah, there was bells and there's gold.
So basically, when you go too far away from the rock, it resets everything. It just says, "Oh, you're done with it? Okay, we're gonna stop spawning." But with those 2 holes behind you, you make sure that you get all 9 hits.
Nice. Okay, I didn't know that. I've just always been trying to make sure I try to stay forward. And then if you miss it, oh, that's it. No more spawning.
Yep, there you go.
No gold for you!
So, going with money, don't you know that when you find like every day they have the new stuff. So there's always money that's buried on your island. Don't you know that when you dig up the money, you need to put 10,000 back into the hole and bury it because it pops out a money tree.
The gold tree, yeah. So, obviously, you have to put a sign down saying that's your money tree. Can you still do that in the new game where you put your... So, I would go to... When I was playing back in the day, I would plant my money tree in the golden spot. I'd plant 30k, which was the max you could put back in the day. And you'd wait for it to grow into 3 30ks. But you have to go to the... Okay, how does the fashion designer work in this game? Because in my game, you go to the fashion designer, you say, Space Missile made this hole, this is his money tree, and then you post it out front. So anybody else who played that game and it was ripe knew not to touch your tree. Can you do that in the new game?
They don't usually touch, like, I haven't had any problems with the villagers touching my trees.
No, not villagers. I mean other people playing your GameCube.
Oh no, the only 2 people that normally visit each other's island, I only visit Raquel's island and Raquel visits mine.
Oh,
and we
okay.
know, like, we don't mess with
You're
each
playing
other.
on Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This was back on the GameCube when 4 people would play on the same island.
Okay, so here's the thing. I didn't know this. So, if you have multiple people playing on the Switch, only one island for the Switch. Did you know that, Randy?
No, I didn't know that.
I just found out about that because I was looking up articles about the things, and I found an article about that people were complaining because with us being all stuck quarantined, you might have, like, a married couple, and even though they have separate accounts, they only have one Switch. So when you played Animal Crossing, you only had one island. So if someone got up and played and took all the resources, like mined all the
Yeah, then you
stones.
miss out. Oh, you took all the fruit today.
Yeah, and then the
You
next
sold
person
it
that
to
comes
Tom
in,
Nook,
there
you
would be none.
How dare you? I'm breaking up with you. I'm leaving. I'm packing up. And I'm taking the Switch. You can go back to your sister's house and you can be miserable there again. You son of a bitch. Now that's how you play Animal Crossing.
You're getting a little too real because that actually did happen to somebody that I know.
No, we would just reset the time.
He and his wife actually got into a fight. Like,
no.
It was actually very public.
Not over
it was on
Animal
Facebook.
Crossing. Come on.
It was, no, they're both kind of used to going out. Now, they are very close. I've known them since high school. And they're very, very close, and they get together, they hang out, like we used to hang out all the time. Then they said, oh, wifey and I have the same island, so come on over.
Never trust anybody who calls their wife wifey. That's a danger sign. That's a red flag.
And then she started to touch certain things that he, like say the rocks and then the trees.
She started to harvest his money trees. How dare.
Basically.
How dare. That's like a video game, like, it's like a small sample of who you are as the core. If you kill an NPC in a video game, you know that at the core, you would kill a person if you knew you could get away with it. You know. No.
So
it's like
dark.
playing Civilization.
I'm just joking. It's not real.
Actually, Raquel, about the money tree, don't you know that we have both been wrong about that money tree?
What's up?
So, if you can put up to,
99,000?
I don't know if no. So, is there an option, I don't remember if there's an option for 11,000 bells to pull out from your little thing.
You can you pull out 10,000 and you pull out another 1,000 and you can combine them.
Okay, so if you do that, and if you put it into the hole, and
you can get 11,000. You have a chance to get 11,000. Yeah.
Now, if that happens, if you get that 11,000, then you put the 10,000 down, and then after that, you could try the 99,000, and for guaranteed, you will get 99,000 each one. Now, but it alternates. One of my friends told me this, because she tested it. So, you put the 11,000 down first.
Yeah, and then you wait until it blooms, and you and you see if it gives you 11 or 10,000. And then if it gives you 11,000, that's a fertile day, and you plant 99. Yeah, I was in the process of doing that. I wasn't going to tell you about it yet until I saw that it worked.
See, look at this, Jacob. She's been finding ways to exploit for money.
You're the one that's struggling with money. I didn't want to tell you, oh, plant 99,000 and then it not work. I was testing to make sure it worked.
Imagine
first.
struggling for money in a kid's game.
That's just why I didn't buy turnips this week. Okay,
turnips.
I don't trust turnips right now because apparently turnips have been screwing over everyone.
So
okay?
Back when I played, turnips were completely random, and it was completely a guess. Are they influenced by anything in this game?
No.
Just completely random. Man, you know what's funny is this is a game that has not been updated. Like, it is the exact same. You can still buy turnips on Monday. It's the same lady. It's the same thing. Everything's the same. It's just moved a little bit, and the graphics has been updated, and Nintendo is making a killing because the game is so fun to start with.
Well, I mean, I told you a little bit of the difference.
What's new in this generation?
I told you! The 5 things I sent you!
5 ways that Animal Crossing is different from the original.
5 things.
One of the things that I'm really upset at Raquel about.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put this on there.
Uh-oh.
Her island is the luckiest island. Her island only likes her more than anybody else. Okay, so there is the fish called the oarfish that you can catch.
Oarfish? Oarfish are real fish, and they're ugly. They're terrifyingly ugly.
They're rare, and they're also they're the reason why the Loch Ness Monster myth has been created, just to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them back in elementary school, and they were terrifying. They're not terrifying. They're very ugly.
They are very
a picture
ugly.
of a dude holding one, and they're pretty cool looking.
Now, every single time that she says she got one, I ask her, can I go over to your island? So I go over to her island. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look around, see if I can find an oarfish. I didn't find one. The only time I've ever caught one is about a week ago. And Raquel, how many oarfish have you caught?
So on just my island, I probably have caught 5. I went to another island and caught like 3 in a row.
And how many a piece are they?
They're 9,000.
You're destroying the oceanscape. You're ruining it. You don't need to eat these fish.
I caught 2 tarantulas. Was it last night? Or maybe it was the
You
night
don't
before
eat the
that?
tarantulas, do you?
I sold them
You
to Flick.
sell them. For monetary gain, you're ruining the ecosystem. You're ruining... There's not going to be an Animal Crossing next year because of you two.
No. Not me. Okay. Not me. Her.
Because of you, Raquel.
I've caught 2 marlins, blue marlins too. And I caught a tuna.
Animal Crossing you off the list of species that aren't endangered.
You know why there are no dodos anymore? Because of Raquel. Just kidding.
I caught them all. I make them work at my airport.
Animal extinction.
All
They're
right.
still alive. They just working at my airport.
Yeah.
Don't you know
yeah.
that catching a tarantula or scorpion is like playing red light, green light?
How so?
Okay, so when a tarantula or a scorpion get threatened, they have a certain pose that they take. Like, for the tarantulas, they show their fangs.
Yeah, they put their legs up.
Their front legs up. And then for scorpions, they will have their stinger raised higher than normal, and also their claws are in a certain way. Now, if you turn around, they will actually chase you. So you need to back up and quickly turn around, and then they'll start leaving you alone. But you also need to be quick, because if they find
You don't
out
have
that
to
you're
turn
after
around.
them...
You just have to stop moving.
Okay. Well, I've been doing it wrong.
You hold down A so that your net's up in the air, and you slowly walk towards them, and when they stick up, then you stop, and then when they go back down, then you kind of slowly... You basically take one step is how it goes. You take one step, and they kind of go up, and then you stop. And then they go down, and you take one step, and then they go back up, and you stop, and you wait.
I think scorpions are much more difficult than tarantulas. I'm gonna be honest here.
No, tarantulas are super easy. A tarantula will never chase you. They're just super... They're like rocks. They're so easy to take care of. I don't know much about scorpions, but tarantulas are super easy.
No, but catching a scorpion, because my island is... I have a lot of fruit trees on my island. And I harvest them a lot, and I sell the fruit for money and all that stuff. Now...
And he's still struggling for money.
Stop it. But every once in a while, I'll be going through my trees, and I'll be shaking them, and all of a sudden, my character gets all dizzy. And then I get this, little then I wake back up inside my house, and a little text box pops up saying, "Oh, you've been stung by a scorpion." Where was the scorpion? Where was it? Was it hiding in the tree? Was it hiding behind the tree?
I haven't had any issues with scorpions yet, so...
Well, be happy that you haven't, okay?
I've been attacked by quite a few spiders, though. Tarantulas. It took me forever to finally
You've
be
been
able to
attacked
catch
by
them.
a few tarantulas? I don't believe it.
Yeah, they had knocked me
Animal
out.
Crossing or real life?
Animal Crossing. We're talking about Animal Crossing only,
I thought
Jacob.
we were talking about real life.
No.
Okay, never mind. Tarantulas will not attack you in real life. They're very sweet babies. They might attack you.
Yeah, if you move too much. I've actually seen a picture of, a video, like a little GIF of somebody, having around... A GIF of about, I think it was
GIF.
30 tarantulas. GIF.
It's Jif.
30 tarantulas, selling it to Flick. And he has them all stacked up, and he just grabs one, brings it over to Flick, sells it, grabs another one, brings it over to Flick, sells it. He just does this for the next 30 minutes. And 30 minutes later, he shows the amount that he has, and it's just like, oh, I have over 100,000. I'm just like,
Nice.
how do you do this, people?
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that too, because before I was kind of just giving them all to Flick, but I think you get more when you sell them individually.
Yeah, that might be the case. It probably is, because the same thing happens at the store, the Nook store right now. If you sell too many things at once, they take it lower and lower. So I've realized that if you sell them almost
I didn't know
individually,
that.
yeah, it kind of is.
I'm going to do that now.
It happens rarely, but but if you try to do say your inventory is super full, and you try to sell them too many oranges or peaches or stuff like that, then we might have to do it. They're not going to say it, but you can look at the prices, and if you do the math for it, it's weird.
Okay, now I know. Okay, let's see. Anything else?
Guys, I kind of want another tarantula. I'm looking at pictures of my tarantula that sadly passed away about 6 months ago.
Did it? I thought you still had it.
No,
you got a
he's been
snake.
dead.
That's right. You have a
I got
snake
a snake
now.
instead, yeah. Right, it wasn't to replace him. I was planning to get a snake anyway, and then my spider died. But yeah, no, I'm kind of sad. I'm looking at pictures now because I'm on
No,
Reddit.
you have a snake.
Yeah, you're right. I should go hold my snake.
Who's gonna take care of your
Tarantulas and
snake when you go to
snakes are
Japan?
They're way different. Snakes can take care of themselves. I mean, snake doesn't eat for 2 weeks.
Okay, well, what about tarantula? Who's gonna
They
take
don't
care
eat
of
for
that
2
one?
weeks either. They're really good. They're super easy. They eat like
Oh,
once a
good
month.
God!
Tarantulas are, don't you know, if you want a pet and you're kind of interested in tarantulas are super easy. They're cool as can be. They're so neat. And they're so easy to take care
Do
of.
they
They're
play fetch with you? I don't
They all
think
play
so.
fetch, and you can't really cuddle them. They're not
And you
very
can't
cuddly.
really give them belly rubs.
You cannot really give them belly rubs. You can hold some of them. Get a Chilean rose or a Brachypelma
You can
variant,
only hold
but
some of them. You can't even
Yeah,
hold the
no.
tarantula.
they're more like, honestly, it's like having a pet hole or a pet rock or something. It's something. They're living art. You
That's
don't
like,
really interact
it's
with them
like
like
something
a dog.
you put away
just
and
kinda-
you forget about until they die.
Yeah, you kind of do. No, I mean, really, they are kind of. They're more like. Imagine you've got a monster that you're responsible for, and you're a wizard or something, and you've got a monster contained, and you're like, oh yeah, this thing could kill you, and you would hate to have this thing, but I feed it and I take care of it, and I'm its daddy, and like that's how you go. That's how a tarantula is. It's like this tarantula is an African. It's angry. Its venom will make you wish you were dead. Like this is what a tarantula is all about. This is what
Oh
you
my
have
God.
it for.
This is why I stay away from two things in my life. I stay away from snakes. I stay
Yep.
away from spiders.
Yep.
A lot of people are like that. And if you have a snake and a spider, you're obviously just above those people.
If you have a snake or a spider, no one ever wants to go to your house.
I will be honest here, and I will say I am a scaredy cat when it comes to those things.
That's okay though.
I am too.
Snakes and spiders are weird.
I'm a scaredy cat about a lot of things, and
And to be
Raquel
honest,
can.
I have spiders, and I have never held my orange baboon, and I hold my ball python, but I still have a main respect for her. I don't really mess with her too much.
No, Raquel knows. I'm scared about. I'm scared about a few things.
It is what it is, you know. You got your own things you're good with.
I'm good with water. That's
There
what I'm
you
good
go.
with.
You still going bungee jumping, right, Randy?
Wait, what? What? Bungee jumping? Huh? Air? What? No.
I'm good with air.
I mean, I'll go skydiving.
I've done
Yeah.
skydiving. I've done a lot of climbing towers. No bungee jumping though.
I want to do bungee jumping. I want to do skydiving.
Alright, so back to Animal Crossing. Speaking of islands, and speaking of other places to visit, so in the GameCube version, there was a very, I don't know if it was rare, but not everybody had this. You could connect your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube, and you could visit an island that was away from the mainland that was on your main Animal Crossing game. And you could go there and get coconuts, which was something that you could not get on the main island. You had to go to the GameCube, the Game Boy Advance version in order to get the coconuts. Do you have anything like that where you gotta compete with it, where you gotta interact with another version?
Yeah, so what we have is you earn Nook miles for doing different things, like catching this so many fishes or whatever. Kind of like achievements thing. And you can take those miles and buy a ticket, an airline ticket.
Ticket to where?
An airline ticket to a different island. And so it will take you to a random island.
Ooh.
And on those random islands, there are coconut trees. And most of the
Nice.
time, it's either your fruit or it's called sister fruit. They have a couple of rare islands where there's a tarantula island, which has nothing but tarantula. There's an island that's a bamboo island, so you can get bamboo. They have a couple other fish. They have one that's like a trash island. So anytime you try to fish, you only get trash. They have one that is has a big lake in the middle, and so you get lots of rare small fish. They have a different one which is has a mountain that's almost looks like a fin, and you can get big fish on the outside, rare ones. And then they have the Money Island, which is like a lake, and then in the middle of the lake is a little small land, and it's got nothing but rocks.
I hate the Mystery Island sometimes.
I've never been there.
How many times did it take for you to get your bamboo island?
Oh, too many times. Too many times.
Now there are different mystery islands. Now there's a normal mystery island, then there's the bamboo mystery island, then there's Tarantula Island, then there's Scorpion Island, and then there's Trash Island and other stuff amongst it.
I just went over those.
Yes, I don't like them. I've gotten regular islands too many times. Well, how many different islands have you been to?
I've been to Trash Island and Bamboo Island, and then the regular Mystery Island.
Trash, Bamboo, Mystery. Those
I
are
think
some
I've
good
been
islands.
to the rare small fish one too, with the big pond in the middle. Oh, and there's also one that is got rare different flowers on it, and you can get different because it has rare flowers on it. It has rare butterflies.
The old guy has a question.
What's up?
Do you guys have the museum? Do you have
Yes.
paintings
Yeah.
and fossils and bugs?
We don't
and
have
Not
paintings
paintings.
yet. I think they will eventually have painting, but we don't have painting right now. It's just only fish, critters, and
Fossils. See, Raquel gets mad at me whenever I find 5 or 6 fossils on my island. She gets mad at me.
that was only because I was finding eggs and not fossils. Now I get 4 fossils. I'm okay. I don't really care.
I get 6 still.
What? You get 6? I only get 4. That's still not fair.
I get 6. But, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Oarfish.
So.
I'm sorry that I get fossils instead of money.
Hey, fossils are so much fun. I remember sending them back. And man, honestly, the original game, getting all the fossils and playing... So I played with... Okay, honestly, Animal Crossing was perfect for my family because it had 4 houses and I had 3 siblings. And so there were the 4 of us playing this. And we would dig stuff up and it was completely random. And man, when you fill up that museum and you're like, oh yeah, I got a Triceratops body. What did you get today? It feels so good. It was the best. It was so fun. It was so fun! And then, yeah. No, it was good. I really like
Your
that. I hope
girlfriend's
you
gonna
guys
put
do
a
that
muzzle
same
on you.
thing. No, she's in the other room rolling her eyes.
Yeah, I think that most of... I'll think about something funny. I think Raquel's gonna throw something at you if you do that in Japan.
It was so fun! The dog is looking at me right now. That's the big concern. It's okay, buddy.
At the end of the day, after you do that, I just hear, all of a sudden in Japan, I'm just gonna hear a whoosh. I'm gonna be like, what just happened? Dink!
No, I'm
Jacob,
petting
you
him right
okay?
now. You're a good boy, Ziggy.
We're totally gonna hit like a club or a bar when we're in Japan.
Of course. But I don't know if it's an Animal Crossing club or bar. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's a whole bunch of those.
Dude, that would be so much fun. Imagine you get a little helmet where you have like the Animal Crossing head, and you just get to go around and just be an Animal Crossing character. Or you get to be like the little animals or whatever. Okay, do you two have any, okay, here's one. Do you have any friends that you're hanging out with and that you like give special attention to? That's like near your house or something, and maybe they're a raccoon, not a raccoon. Maybe they're like a fox or like a giraffe or something?
I think my favorite villager is a bear.
A bear.
I want a dog. I don't have any dogs on mine. I just
No
have...
dogs.
I think I have 2 squirrels. I know I have 1 squirrel. And of course, both of the squirrels have only unibrows.
She loves her squirrels.
I don't understand why. Both squirrels have unibrows. Like, what?
What's better, a bear that acts like a dog or a dog that acts like a bear?
A bear that
Dog
acts
that
like
acts
a
like
dog.
a bear.
Really? I thought that was going to be obvious, a bear that acts like a dog, but I heard 2 different answers.
I said that.
I prefer the other way.
No.
A dog that acts like a bear. So it's a dog that's loyal to you, but it's as ferocious as a bear? Or a bear that's as ferocious as a bear, but is loyal to you?
No, I prefer the dog as a bear.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, I mean, my dream dog is a Samoyed, okay? Those things are big, fluffy, cuddle monsters, but if it's as ferocious as a bear, then I have nothing to worry about, and I still get to cuddle with it.
I'm Googling it. I'm Googling that right now. Samoy.
We all know that the best type is the polar bear dog from The Legend of Korra.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like I would rather have a dog that acts like a bear. So it's a dog that's loyal to me and they're really strong. Rather than a bear that I can't trust. That kind of, well, a bear that acts like a dog would be pretty cool. If you met a bear and it was like, he'd be like, hey, sit! And it sat, and he'd be like, oh, that's a cool ass bear. So either one for me. But I always feel like the Animal Crossing neighbors that were the most fun were the birds. Like the woodpecker or the blue jay. They were
I
always the
don't
coolest.
have either of them.
I have a pink woodpecker.
Nice. I only have a mouse, a lamb, frog, bear, a squirrel, and a kangaroo. I have a kangaroo.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and it's like all like tattooed too. It looks like an emo kangaroo.
Apparently the blue jay that was in the original game was called Jay, and he was Apparently that was my favorite dude. I remember him being super cool.
Yeah, my bear guy is super cool. I like him.
To be fair, I've met a couple Jays in my life. Jay McRae and another Jay, and they were both pretty cool. You met Jay once. You remember the
Jay
SCA?
Black.
No, Jay Black as well. No, I'm talking about Jay Bright, the SCA guy.
I vaguely
We did sword
remember
fighting
him.
and stuff in the medieval stuff.
I vaguely remember him. Because I only met him the once.
Jays are always cool, I feel. And the Jay from the original Animal Crossing was no exception. He was super cool.
For me, I started off with a horse and a cat.
A horse and a cat.
A horse and a cat, and then I got a frog, a pink poodle, pink dog,
I want a dog.
and then I also have that pink woodpecker.
Why do you have so much pink?
I don't know.
There were a lot of horses in the original Animal Crossing. I don't know whom you could have met. Probably Roscoe. Roscoe was a black horse. He's the coolest.
Mine was a girl horse. I forgot
A
what the name
girl
was. Off the top of my-
horse. Alright, there's
Yes.
a whole different
Cool.
page for those. Was it Savannah? Or Peaches? Winnie? Annalise? Victoria? Renee?
I
Cleo?
don't
Philly?
remember.
A lot of horses.
I am tempted though. I'm sorely tempted to actually restart my island. I'm sorely tempted to.
It's always fun because then you have the knowledge that you had, and you're like, oh, now I'm actually an experienced mayor instead of just the scum that you just randomly put in place. Now I know.
We're not mayors in this one. We're just representatives.
I wasn't a mayor in mine either. There was Tortimus was the mayor, and he was a fantastic mayor. He was fantastic, and I didn't want to be a mayor. I don't want to be a mayor. I don't want to be in charge. I just want to relax and hoard.
Now, the reason why I say that I want to restart is because I want a better island, because my island is just utter trash.
That's a big part of it. Do you have a river running through each of your islands?
Yes.
Yes, that's a big part of Animal Crossing is a river and the museum. Man, I love this game. I'm gonna download it right now.
If you had a Switch, you could play with us.
Yep.
Yeah, I could.
But finding a Switch is like trying to find a needle in a haystack
I
these
went
days.
to Target this morning, and I was second in line when they sold out.
Oh, you went this morning?
I did. I was so close.
I've been actually looking for places that are selling Switches right now because I think I may have a lead for one, but I'll need to call them later on because they're only taking phone calls, and I still think they're selling, but pickup only.
Okay.
Imagine not being able to sell something online in 2020.
Well,
Do you remember Y2K? It's been 20 years since Y2K, and you still have to call into a place to buy a video game. What is this world? What is this we're living in? Whatever you're talking to, you tell them, say, look, you get an online store, or you are not going to succeed in 2030. What's your long-term strategy? If you cannot succeed on the internet in 2020, you are dead come 2030. Yeah? Is that too heavy?
no, it's not too heavy. Not too heavy, but heavy enough.
Anyway, I hope you got the game you want.
So I'm gonna, so I was there 30 minutes before it opened, so now next time I'm gonna try for an hour and a half.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna give them a call, see if they have any in stock,
Okay, let me know.
and I'll let you know, and then I'll buy it for you, and you can just wire me the money.
Sounds good. I could do that.
Because I do not mind doing that.
Let's see, is there anything else? So we talked about the villagers, we talked about fishing, we talked about, of course, the tarantulas, the scorpions, we talked about going to different islands. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really big about the Animal Crossing. We talked about the events. I wonder when our next event will be. Probably, Halloween?
I know it. Give me a second. Actually, my friend just messaged me about that earlier this morning. He said, he's so excited about some stuff. They're in April this month actually. They are adding shrubs as an update. In May, they are actually adding, shrub maze.
Wait, what's shrub?
Like shrub, shrubbery, the, like, kind of plant.
I require a shrubbery!
Also in May, they're actually updating the aquarium, in your museum. And in June, they're actually throwing in a church or something like that.
But no, I wonder when the next event.
I think it's gonna be July. 4th of July.
4th of July, that's right.
4th of July.
They should do a quarantine event.
They're
Nice.
probably going to. I mean, let me see this.
It's so much fun to have a game that's wrapped up in the current events, when you... So honestly, Animal Crossing was the first game that I had that would, integrate holidays and stuff. And so it's like, it's Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas in Animal Crossing. It's like, oh, I have to play.
and I like
and,
that.
oh, it's Halloween. Oh, I gotta come home from Halloween to play Animal Crossing. Like, that's kind of lame, especially when you have 3 siblings that you've been out Halloweening with all your siblings, and you're like, oh, we have to go through and get the jack-o'-lantern, and we have to get through all the events and stuff. But man, the game is so intense for having all that, like, in place, you know? I mean, it's such a good game. It's so much fun.
And I like having all those like holiday events, but I also like it when they do events that are based off of stuff that's kind of going on now, not just like major holidays, because like that's already given. Oh, it's,
Yeah, that's true.
4th of July.
Christmas
Okay,
is
so
different
obviously
than COVID-19 for sure.
Yeah, so I want something like, oh, here we go. Oh, here, this is happening now. Let's do something for it. Granted, they don't have a lot of time to do something like that because, I mean, they have to plan it and program it and all that stuff. But the quarantine's been going on for a long time, so...
Yeah, and in today's society where it's a lot easier to get a Nintendo Switch update than it is to get a Nintendo GameCube update, you got so much more potential to keep your memes fresh and to keep your game fresh.
So I do have a list of the updates, actually. The events.
Uh-huh.
I just found it. So in about in a few days from after this is recorded, the Nature Day event is happening. So Nature Day will be held on April 23rd to May 4th. This event will feature a villager called Leaf who loves flowers and nature.
Oh, god dang it.
Flowers, nature.
Ugh. That makes sense, because it's Earth Day. Or has Earth Day already passed? No, it hasn't. It's the 24th.
In the month of...
No, it's not. It's not the 24th. When is April? It's the 22nd, right?
It's tomorrow.
Yep, so 22nd.
Very nice. Plant a tree for Earth Day.
And then in May, they're having May Day from May 1st to May 7th. Nature Day ends May 4th. International Museum Day from May 18th to May 31st.
Wait, Nature Day starts 22nd and ends 24th?
I mean, May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
And then, fishing tourney is gonna be on the 3rd Saturday of May.
Ooh,
Mother's Day is the
tournament.
second Sunday. Yeah, I'm not doing that fishing tournament with you. No, it's not gonna happen.
The fishing tournament begins on May 24th.
In the month of June, the wedding season from June 1st to June 30th. Bug Off is the 3rd Saturday. Father's Day is the 3rd Sunday.
The 3rd Saturday from Father's Day on a Saturday.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
It's fine.
We all be quiet and like look and be like, just be quiet. He won't say anything else.
He won't say anything else.
We're just gonna look at, like, if we're in Japan and he starts saying something weird, we'll just all turn and look at him and see.
Something weird.
I'll just mute him right now.
I'm done. I'm really done.
He lies.
I don't lie. I don't lie.
Lies!
I don't lie.
But that's pretty much all the events that are happening. I don't think
It
they're
sounds
having
like they're
any
gonna have
big
some like almost back to back, so that's nice. So you don't have to wait for big major holidays.
I'm happy that I didn't have to deal with Bunny Day stuff, Easter stuff. Ugh.
I mean, it was awesome at first because you could sell the eggs for 200 bells, but then after a while, it was like, no, I don't need any more eggs. I need this.
I need this other thing that should be there. What thing? This thing? Another egg? No! It turns out they're actually going to be throwing, well, cherry blossoms are already, your cherry blossoms are gone, huh?
Yeah, they're gone now.
Yeah, young spring bamboos are still going around. Summer shells still going down.
I didn't know that you could catch cherry blossom petals until like the day
Can
before
you?
they disappeared. Yeah, we were able to catch cherry blossom petals.
Dang.
And I figured that out like the day before my cherry blossom trees went away. And
Alright, so you two can still catch bugs, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Do you catch them on the trees, like the cicadas?
We don't have any cicadas. Those are
No.
summer bugs though, so they'll probably come later.
Maybe.
But we do catch butterflies, moths, dragonflies.
I don't usually catch bugs. I don't really like to catch them.
Tell me about, does the homeowners association, do they still judge your rooms? Do you get
Yes.
all your...
Yes!
Okay.
They still do.
It's called the Home Association Academy, I think now.
Do you still have to go to the post office to sell your bells? To pay off your house?
Oh, you have to go to this little terminal.
Okay. Have either of you paid off your house yet?
She has. I'm paying off my.
No, I have a home loan right now because
Oh no.
I got an extra room. So
He got
'cause
you again! You
Well,
paid
yeah.
off your house and he got you again!
I know, and it's crazy how much he charges for an extra room.
He's
It's like this is
ridiculous.
more than my whole house.
How much is your loan right now?
I think it's 300,000. I think I got
have
it down
a
to
statue.
300.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I have a statue from like 10 years ago.
I just recently got a plaque.
Nice. What style furniture are you going for? I used to like the modern. It was like a dark black and like a dark blue. It kind of a checkered
Oh my
pattern.
god! So my living room is awesome because I found a recipe to make a sandy flooring, and so then I have light blue walls, and I got a stereo, and I bought the guy's what's his name, KK.
KK Slider. That's my
Yeah.
dude. Well, I used to go listen to him play every Monday.
Yeah, and I got his surfing track. So I have that playing, so my living room looks like a beach with some surfing music going on in the background.
Nice. While mine looks like a traditional, almost a traditional house. The only thing that's out of place is this giant pink panda bear that I have. I seriously just found it and I just put it inside the living room. I'm just like, this is staying here now. I like this.
I have a snapping turtle as a pet.
Oh my gosh, you and your snapping turtle. She's got a little dog bag nest to it too.
Nice.
Oh.
You know, I messed up. I said every Monday, but it was actually every Saturday between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. was when you meet KK Slider.
We haven't met KK Slider. Well, at least I haven't met KK Slider
I
yet.
haven't either, don't
That
worry.
was the original game in 2001.
Yeah, he does come to the island eventually.
He's a
Right
hero.
now, we're waiting for my island. I think I have to have 5 stars first before he comes.
Probably he's,
Yep, same.
he's not a scrub. KK Slider's a pro. He's got like over 50 songs. I'm joking about KK Slider, but realistically, going back in the day, his songs were really good. Like, honestly, listening to them, even with the little MIDI music that they had, they're pretty good songs.
In the old one, were you able to change your island's tune or change your island's flag?
Yes.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
go. There's
Oh, you
a little,
could?
like,
Okay.
a little like it was like a little board by the mail station. You could go there, you could set it up, and any character that talks to you, they'd be like and that was like their song. And then you get somebody else be like
I don't know if you've done this already. I haven't been to your island in a while, but don't you know that the old QR codes from the last Animal Crossing still work for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do they really?
So, if you
That's
want to
so
change,
cool.
I don't know, your island's tune to maybe Legend of Zelda
So you could have
songs.
like another. You could like play the modern game, and you could get your old game, and they'd be like.
Oh, God, Jacob.
Those are gonna be really
Anyways.
fun to edit.
Yeah, they will be, you jerk.
Ha 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 ha.
You haven't seen what mine is, Randy. Because you haven't been to my
What is
island.
it?
It's going to be a surprise now.
Oh, that's that.
It's, hey, I'm gonna send you a message, Jacob, to let you know.
Do it. Let's hear it.
Jacob, you gotta tell me.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay, well, let's go ahead and wrap up. Final thoughts about Animal Crossing.
It's a fantastic game. If you haven't played
It's rigged. Raquel, that likes Raquel more than it likes me. It's rigged.
it, it's really good. It's so much fun.
No, I enjoy it. I just think it's rigged because Raquel keeps getting
It's
lucky.
like, so I'm the type of guy to play a lot of games where you shoot other people and you kill other people and chop them up and stuff. This game is like a very wholesome game where you weed the weeds and you like take care of your environment. It's a good game. It's so much fun.
It actually teaches little kids how to do stuff like that too, because I've heard some people actually give the game to their kids and they've seen some amazing stuff happen.
Like in real life.
Like, after they give the game to their kids, in real life, their whole mentality changes. Like, you see them cleaning up, you see them, like, wanting to take care of stuff outside, and
I
I'm just
love
like,
that.
There was one thing that I wanted to talk about. I completely forgot. So let's get your final thoughts, Randy, and then we'll end off with this discussion.
I get a final thought too.
You did! You finished yours, I thought.
No, I got one more. It's a big game.
Okay, Jacob,
All right,
then
Randy
Randy,
first.
and then we'll do the Oh, you want
Randy
You want to do me
first, yeah.
first?
Okay, Randy,
alright.
go ahead.
I think the game is incredibly made. I think the fact that they keep on throwing updates at us is a good thing because they've been actually listening to the community. Such as the Easter update. They actually fixed that.
Not
It used to be
completely.
No, it used to be so much worse before we got the game. Trust me, Raquel. It was a meme. It was a meme.
If it's a mean, it must be true.
It was super true. But other than that, they do listen to the community. But they listen, which is a great feature about some games. A lot of games these days don't do that. So them doing that is a plus on my part. So that's my notion. That's my good point. My bad point is that the islands like Raquel more than they like me, so. Yeah.
You gotta get good, man.
I try to, but she keeps getting oarfish. She's killing
she's
the
rough.
ocean.
Don't fight with Raquel. Just don't
Yeah.
fight with Raquel.
Okay, your final thoughts, Jacob.
Alright, I have two. So I'm searching YouTube. I said, what's new in new Animal Crossing? And it says, people also search for Animal Crossing New Leaf, Animal Crossing Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda. I don't know why that's in the list.
Okay, can I tell you the reason why?
Why?
Because they came out at the same time. Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing came out at the same
It makes
time.
sense, but they're very, 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 very different games.
No. It's an actual video of Isabelle, one of the more famous
Yeah, I
characters
know
from Animal
Isabelle.
Crossing. There's been multiple videos made of her playing Doom Eternal, and then Doom Guy's just playing Animal Crossing.
Nice. It looks really good. I'm sure Doom Eternal is super good.
Oh, it's amazing! It is amazing.
Nice.
Anything
no,
else?
I forgot what I was going to say! No! No!
So, no final thoughts for you, Jacob?
No. I don't have any final thoughts.
Okay, so we'll end on this last discussion. So, when I first heard about Animal Crossing, someone described it kind of as Sims. And so now every time that I describe it, I always compare it to Sims. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a fair comparison?
It's
So the
semi-fair.
Sims, like the original Sims where you're walking around a house? No, it's way different. Like, honestly, I love both games. I love The Sims. I play so much Sims. It's way different. So The Sims is more Dollhouse. And Animal Crossing is it's more methodic. Like, you're thinking about, like, what's good for the world. Where The Sims is, like, superficial. Animal Crossing is more wholesome and more pure, you know? They're very different
come on,
games.
Raquel. You know it's true. Don't give us that fake gas.
Okay, so we got that. Well, is that it, guys? Any other final
I got
thoughts?
nothing else to say.
I
mean,
was going to
Jacob,
talk
did you
about
ever
the
figure...
museum, but I don't remember what I was going to say. I feel so bad.
Oh, Blathers is still scared of bugs.
Is Blather still around? Oh! I remember what I was going to talk about! Yeah! Alright, do you remember talking about... Do you remember
forgot again.
the tailors, the seamstresses, are they still around?
Are they the hedgehogs?
Yeah, the hedgehogs that let you make your own uniforms and stuff in your own fashion.
At least for me, I just opened up a shop for them. It's still building.
So you do get to make your own fashion.
I don't know yet. I would assume so.
That's so much fun.
You can use different patterns that people have posted off QR codes and stuff like that.
What?
You can
That's pretty
add
cool.
those to, like, say, a shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
You can customize it.
For me, it used to be a shirt or an umbrella. Or, if you were a girl, it would be a dress or an umbrella.
You can do shirt, pants, and also, you can also customize you can also add some, features to your face.
So you're saying I can make custom pants and a custom shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
You don't have to do it through the shop. You can do it, like, you get a phone. And the phone has different apps, and one of the apps is the design app. So you can design like a regular design, but then if you got the pro design, then you can design shirts and hoodies and hats
That's pretty cool.
and all that stuff.
And the Switch has a touchscreen, so you can like draw on it, right?
Yeah, Raquel made
kind of,
her,
yeah.
icon.
Oh, that's so cool. Can you share some of your drawings?
Yeah, I can, let's see.
I have to get going though, but I'm definitely interested in checking out our Twitter at DojunoPod and seeing your designs.
Okay, we'll do that.
I don't have any designs because my game is so old and I don't have that GameCube anymore.
Maybe you should get yourself a Switch. Just kidding.
I should get a Switch. It's been on the list for a while.
After Japan.
After Japan, pay for your ticket first.
Right, that's the truth.
We're going.
Yeah, we already bought our tickets. We're waiting on you, Jake.
I know, you guys are so cool.
And then in June we have to get our place too.
Nice. All right. You have your golden tools yet?
No. They haven't given us recipes for yet.
All right, fair enough.
I got a golden dung beetle trophy thing.
Wow.
I have a recipe for that.
That's cool.
You should make it.
I'm not making that. Anyways, so thanks for listening, guys. You can send us a tweet at don'tyouknowpod or an email at don'tyouknowpod@gmail.com. Definitely check out our Twitter so you can see some of the pictures. You can see the pictures we sent Jacob about those characters. You can see pictures of my design. And please follow us, share us.
Maybe they can share their houses.
Yeah, show us your guys' islands and design.
Yeah, if you play Animal Crossing, let us know what you're up to. What's your favorite part? Do you like focusing on the mail or the museum? I like focusing on the museum.
By the way, I got your mail. I got your mail that you finally sent, Raquel.
Finally, I sent it a long time ago, man.
I know you did, but I don't normally go inside the house.
I noticed that. Okay, until next time, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.